She just looks at you. Dual companion.
Yes, my friend is stuck in the sheep dimension right now. Well, the world in between. People just call it the sheep dimension. I don't understand why. I guess it's the sheep. But they're stuck there right now because they actually came in to get me out because I was in there for I don't know how long. Apparently, it's been
So,
like a few years, at least in my timeline to here. Or it's not to here, but from wherever Sebastian is from.
why don't you just summon him back?
Blinks, walks over the door, closes door, knocks on it. Hey, Frederick, you inside?
Um, so nothing really happens. You can kind of tell, even through your magical fuckery, Baba's Yaga's dimension is a closed circuit.
Oh. Well, it's worth a shot.
Should try that when we get back, because
Yeah,
I'll be
I'll try
honest
that.
with you. I was Okay, so like that globe, I have a thing that follows that sort of thing, but it tracks excess mana expenditure. You know, stuff that's just given off when people do things and can't control it properly.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime he's within 100 miles, I can't see anything.
Who?
You. So I
sorry.
can't use that to
Waves,
track your.
Like waves hand in front of face. You see this?
No, it's a thing back in my manor.
this.
It's.
This?
My point is, I was going to use it to track your door friend in the sheep dimension, but I can't whenever you're within a few hundred miles.
Well, I don't
And
know. Move
scanning
away.
that entire place takes forever in the first place.
You could have just followed the birds.
Just try to summon him when we get back, so I don't need to worry about it.
Okay. I'll see you later, unless you want me to leave one of me behind to talk to.
Baba Yaga quickly sketches out a very intricate design and hands it over to you.
To who?
That guy.
Takes. What's this?
Summoning ritual. It should take someone of your skill. How many ranks of quickness do you have?
4.
I have to look at something real quick because
Fair.
I don't remember that off the top of my head.
No worries.
It's just time rank -4.
Yeah. So what's time rank 8 minus 4?
Time rank 4.
I mean, not time rank 8. 8 hours minus.
8 hours -4
It
would
should
be
take you
time
30 minutes to do.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Thank you.
She nods. It's honestly, I'm not trying to insult you or anything. I'm just kind of curious why you haven't done so before.
I feel like it's never dawned on me. That's usually the problem, actually. If I can't think of something, I can't do it.
I just
feel
didn't
like-
know what I was looking for. I just knew it was a magic door.
Well, that's fair. Their name is Frederick. They opened up they have a PhD in PhDs, if it helps.
That doesn't help with summoning them. I need their just. You know what? It's fine. You have it now. You can work with it.
Fair enough.
Also, Sebastian, I just kind of want to point out, like, the art of how complex the designs that she just kind of quickly hammered out is something that's a little bit lost on Reginald. But as somebody that actually studies, like, orderly magic, holy shit, that is some intricate stuff.
And he can also do it in like 30 minutes.
Like, the instructions on it are fairly clear-cut, but, like, anybody can really summon anything from another dimension if they know them. But there's just kind of like an art and an order about how she wrote this out that is really advanced.
And the other thing is, I know a bit about teleportation magic, but I'm not that skilled enough to write a summoning ritual for something I don't know without accidentally bringing a whole army of sheep, so...
Well, if you brought an army of sheep, you could just tell me and I'll deal with it.
Well, yeah, but then you'd probably, no, you wouldn't. What am I? Why didn't I do that?
Yeah.
You don't burn things you don't want to burn.
Yeah.
Right. Either way, that won't have any sheep, which is fairly impressive. Gotta hand it to you.
Well, I mean, I spent about a week dealing with sheep, just burning them through a portal anyway.
Why?
Well, okay, so there was a bit of a wonky portal. My teacher, I think it was either they screwed up or I screwed up. Or maybe it was both or maybe it was neither. I'm not really sure, but there was a lot of sheep and I was dealing with it because it was just a tide of sheep. It was bad, but I learned how to scare them and now I have a reputation with sheep.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Same.
For me, I've kind of, on top of heavily warding this dimension, I've been here for 400 years. I've only really had rats to talk to, so the upper and lower floors, I kind of just fill them with my notes.
There,
I'd love to read through them sometime. But I don't have time for that right now. I got a man at a naval base I need to talk to about a classified document.
Of course, just stop by sometime, okay?
Of course.
I
And I don't know if you're able to leave, but if you can make it to the manor at any point, you're always welcome.
Hey, Klaus,
Yeah?
can that guy rip out another piece of himself to leave it behind?
Yeah.
So then, that guy sort of... It's not pretty looking as he sort of plunges his fist into his chest before ripping out what seems to be a small that guy covered in blood that just shakes it off, placing it up upon the table. If you ever need some company, here you go.
She looks
Is
at
this
it.
just...
You don't know what all you can do yet, and that's adorable.
It's just like... I feel like they just like wave and smile at her.
Honestly, I'm still learning what I can do myself, and I don't have his kind of magic.
Well,
The guy's also just standing with a hole in his chest that's slowly closing.
would you like to see how you came into being?
Would I?
She smiles a little bit, takes the pot of tea, just pours it on the ground, forming a circular puddle, and kind of looks normal at first, but a second passes, and you see strange shapes, figures. None of it really makes sense. The lines don't add up. The shapes can't be real, but they are. It is utter and complete nonsense on the other side of the puddle.
Oh.
She reaches inside and pulls out a tiny that guy.
What? Where?
That's for you to find out later on.
But
Strangely enough, I've got a guess. That's interesting.
that guy's gonna roll a magic on that
Okay.
as he's trying to figure that out. Unfortunately, he doesn't figure that shit out.
I'll roll one, but Sebastian has an idea, but it could be as wrong as possible, and I wouldn't know.
Really? Ah!
Cody, I'll talk to you later.
Damn it.
See, the thing is to act confident before you roll. That way, when you roll really well, it makes sense.
It makes me upset. Makes me very upset.
You rolled a 3 on that.
I know. Like out of all the times, it's like I wish I could have spent my hero point on this.
I do
Oh.
want to say, you guys just like...
Throw our hero points out? Fuck yeah.
No, the Kun is a power level 10, 150 point creature. You guys just annihilated it.
you put two wizards against a thing. Like,
You gave them 2 full rounds, so I mean,
You guys
Yeah.
multiple nat 20s on initiative. That's a little, like...
see, the
Sometimes
thing
when
about
somebody
it,
rolls nat 20 on initiative, I used to give them an extra round, but whenever you have multiple people all getting nat 20s, you kinda gotta give them a little something for that.
yeah.
the thing that I love about it is it really does fit how that, like, this is perfect for that guy and Sebastian, you know, just those two, because they're both competent mages in completely opposite ways. So they
Yeah.
just walk up to this giant snake thing, blow it up, and keep walking.
Yeah. Like, it was basically nothing.
It was just...
It's like, they look, it's like, meh.
It
that
reminds me of
guy's
those
clone
comic.
burned it a little bit at first, and then he started just dumping gasoline on it. Eben just, like, threw out some hexes, its body weakened and crumpled some, and then that guy just basically lit a match, threw it on all of the gasoline, and just...
They both walked away as it exploded behind them, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, they turned around and walked the other way so that they could not look at the explosion, and then they continued heading. And then continued heading towards the hut. No, it just reminds me of those comic panels where the two people who are like complete opposites are talking to each other. Giant monster explodes. They keep walking and talking. I love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like, that was something that was like, should I even have it at that high of a power level? Well, Sebastian's, like, a bit higher up, and it shouldn't be, like, it shouldn't kill one of you, and then it's just, no, it's not a non-issue.
It's fine. We don't have a problem here. I feel like, other than maybe Bonnie, which has her fucking power, not even gonna get into that. I feel like Sebastian and that guy are the most powerful on the, like, in the team at the very least.
Yeah, Sebastian's not even part of the team, and that I'm more powerful because of it. But yeah,
Still.
in terms of raw power, I think I think that guy's
If there
up
was
there.
ever, like, an all-out battle royale, I think either Bluebeard or Kare would win, actually.
I am sure Bluebeard wouldn't be able to beat Sebastian.
I don't think he can beat that guy either, because he can still burn him.
Oh yeah, because he's not immune to magic. That's...
Yeah, he's not immune to magic. The only
Yeah,
problem
he's
that guy would have
also,
would be with Kare.
I don't know how Okari would fight Sebastian, but yeah, that would probably be the only one who could probably hurt him, honestly, because Sebastian is obviously like the NPC recurring character, not a regular person, but not a regular team member. But Bluebeard might be insubstantial, but my primary attack affects insubstantial and is dimensional.
You shoot someone and their next dimension by.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's more meant to hit things like ghosts or
That's fair.
demons that are trying to avoid being in the material plane. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I also
basically
want to point out, if you ever shoot that guy, like, all of the that guys will just feel it because dimensional.
oh yeah,
Then I
the
think
things in
I'll
his
be
pocket,
angry.
the ones in his pocket dimension would feel it. That's for sure, because that's an adjacent dimension.
That's for sure. I feel like they would also be very upset and might come over here to smack him.
Yeah.
And then you have an army of that guys for different potential power sets. And there's one that guy out there that just uses ice instead. It's like, why though? Because it's cool.
He
then
uses
they
an
all shoot
ice
him.
hammer. It's like
And then they
May
all
from
suck.
Overwatch, except it's fire that's on ice.
It's blue flames, but everyone's like, no, that's just cooler fire. Yes, it is. Ha ha!
Speaking of that, I did actually, in case we ran into any sheep, Sebastian did have a ritual for blue fire.
Nice. This is so silly. Oh man.
I'm really
Thanks.
happy with how magic has developed in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
that guy really wants to know what's in her back room, but she also said not to go in there. But he really wants to know what's in her back room.
You think that it's her room?
So what's in your back door? Do you really want to know? I don't know, do I?
Anyways, I'm gonna go.
Wait,
Yep. Sebastian is heading out to a naval base.
that guy is heading off back to that island to start a ritual to bring back Frederick in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
I like to imagine he draws on the water.
Yes. He just kind of like
Honestly, yeah.
walks out on top of the water, like with a stick. It just,
So just drawing it.
yeah.
He just stays there, like moving across the waves.
We'll probably pick up with that guy finishing his Frederick ritual at the start of the next session.
That's fair. That guy keeps his dandelion in the vault to be used for later. He's not going to keep that around on his person.
Whenever you say the vault, there was a vault at the field office, but there's also probably
No.
one in your duel.
In his actual like home,
Okay.
because he doesn't trust the field office to hold anything magical that pertains to him whatsoever
Okay.
at all. He actually probably leaves it in his workshop.
Anti-magic stone is held somewhere in the Ebon Manor, probably in the basement somewhere.
The basement's basement, obviously.
The basement.
Yeah.
Like, there's just like... Have you ever read the series of, I think it's called The Alchemist, that's like Nicholas Flamel and his wife teaching these two kids about magic?
I haven't, no.
There's basically a scene in that where, like,
Should.
they're going up a tower, and because there's a big thing of, like, pocket dimensions in it, they're just like, oh, we're in a pocket dimension, and 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 a pocket dimension. That's kind of, like, probably how Sebastian stores his things. It's just,
A box in a box in a box in a box.
yeah.
Yeah, each box is warded.
With a different sort of box, too. This one's made of ebony. This one's made of mahogany.
Mahogany. Mahogany is very effective against creatures of the Russian wilds. True story. No, I don't.
This table is mahogany.
Yes, which is why people use it to beat up bears.
Who uses tables to beat up bears? Did you just use the
Russian.
table leg, Dubby?
Russians. Is
In
not-
Russia, beat. Wait.
Oh, I just have
Okay.
my house kick bears.
Oh, wait, are there bears here?
No, back
Not
whenever
anymore.
I used to live there.
This fucking stands
Which,
not
by
anymore.
the way, I just want to point out, like, with how fucking weird Baba Yaga is in normal mythology, she rides around in, you know, a Moldwin pistol, right?
Yeah.
She gets in the bull part of it and uses the, I think
The,
it's
the,
the
the pestle, the paddle, yeah.
as a paddle to just fly across the sky. And her house has massive chicken legs.
Yep. Yep. There's also the idea, I don't know how where this exactly came from, but in Cinderella, the original fairy godmother was originally thought to be Baba Yaga. At least in the old tales, it was like a Baba Yaga got ported over to where Cinderella became a story,
Yeah.
which is why the anthropomorphic pumpkin carriage and mice turning into horses.
Which also the rat thing for Baba Yaga, I just kind of like was trying to figure out how to make her more interesting, and I was like, I like rats. My friend likes rats. Let's have some rats.
I actually I had a science teacher who had rats in the classroom. They were just like they were like I can't even think of what they were, but they were like the black head and orange head like fur. And if you asked, you could actually take them out of the cage when class started. And you could just like have them sit on your shoulder and stuff. They were great.
Nice.
I used to have a pet rat. I taught
I
her
used to
how
have a
to
pet.
find things.
Nice.
But yeah, Cody, I'm going to drag you in a different call real quick, and I'll let you know about what we found out for that.
Cool.
It's just screeching angrily.